Welcome to the Pregnancy Health News Brief for December 2025. I'm Lisa Bourne, Managing Editor of Pregnancy Health News. Here's a look at some of this month's top stories. Heartbeat International is marking two very important statistical milestones in its work of pregnancy help, underscoring the human impact of the world's largest network of pregnancy help. Despite the efforts of the abortion lobby, abortion pill reversal continues to save and change lives and give women hope. Two pregnancy help centers in New York State and a network of affiliated centers can continue to inform women about abortion pill reversal while their lawsuit against the state attorney general proceeds. Missouri Republican Senator Josh Hawley and his wife Erin are launching a new conservative nonprofit based on polling showing that the majority of Americans believe society should provide pregnant women with better options than abortion. Now let's take a closer look at this month's top stories. Heartbeat International is celebrating an important milestone reached recently by its 24/7 helpline Option Line. In 2025, Option Line surpassed 1.3 million connections in a single year, more than triple the previous year's total. Each day, Option Line connects more than 3,700 people to pregnancy help via phone, chat, email, text, and the online center locator. Option Line connects people to more than 3,000 pregnancy help organizations worldwide, resulting in Option Line connecting someone to pregnancy help every 39 seconds. Option Line has seen more than 8 million contacts since opening in 2003. The growth Option Line has seen is not simply a measure of scale. It is a reflection of need, Heartbeat International President Jor-El Ghazi wrote in a commentary article for Pregnancy Help News. 1 million connections represent 1 million moments when someone reached out looking for clarity, compassion, and help, Jor-El wrote. Around-the-clock availability matters because pregnancy decisions do not follow business hours, he said. Option Line ensures that when someone reaches out, they are met with a warm greeting from a trained consultant or nurse who listens, provides accurate information, and offers calm guidance in a moment that may feel overwhelming. Just as importantly, those conversations serve as a bridge to local pregnancy help organizations, where ongoing care and practical support are found up to birth and beyond. These calls are far more than statistics, Jor-El wrote. They are individual stories of women who feel pressured, afraid, or alone. Many are considering abortion not because they desire it, but because they believe they have no other option. Pregnancy help changes that narrative by providing alternatives grounded in dignity, compassion, and real support. Heartbeat International is also celebrating the milestone of topping 4,000 affiliated pregnancy help service providers worldwide. Heartbeat is the largest network of pregnancy help organizations in both the U.S. and globally, with 2,358 affiliated locations in the U.S. and 1,648 international locations. Pregnancy help providers include pregnancy centers and medical clinics, maternity homes, and nonprofit adoption agencies. The milestone reached in November represents an over 400% increase in the number of affiliate locations since 2003, when statistics were first compiled, and a nearly 40% increase in the last 5 years. Heartbeat is celebrating a high retention rate of its affiliates as well, at just below 90%. Along with its more than 2,300 U.S. affiliates, Heartbeat serves with joint affiliated networks worldwide. Heartbeat's latest annual Life Trends report assessing its affiliated organizations found 2,164,043 total client visits at affiliated locations in 2024, and 770,799 unique client visits in 2024. The report also found a 172% increase in pregnancy help organizations offering telecare in 2024. Heartbeat International has affiliated organizations in more than 100 countries worldwide. Heartbeat International's Senior Director of Medical Impact, Krista Brown, wrote a commentary article discussing how the abortion industry seeks to quash mention of abortion pill reversal. APR demonstrates that abortion is not an absolute decision even after taking the first chemical abortion pill, Krista wrote, and change can be difficult when ideologies are threatened. Many claiming a, quote, pro-choice identity refuse to offer women the option to stop their abortion, even when they no longer consent to completing the abortion. There is a movement to make pregnancy decisions on behalf of some women, Krista said, singling out those who choose chemical abortion but experience regret and wish to continue their pregnancy. Legacy media, propped up by big tech and abortion-leading politics, provides an abundance of misinformation regarding APR, while simultaneously seeking to censor pro-life speech. A messaging bubble exists to sing praises of abortion, population control, and the destruction of the American family. As thousands of women have successfully reversed their chemical abortions, abortion regret has become increasingly obvious, Krista continued. This is a direct challenge to the abortion narrative that sells women the lie that they must abort their children to continue with education, have a productive economic future, or participate fully in society. Women do not need abortion to direct their destinies, and because no woman should ever feel her choices end when she swallows the first abortion pill. Through its 24/7 hotline, the Abortion Pill Rescue Network quickly connects women who have taken that first abortion pill and wish to reverse their chemical abortion to a network of APR practitioners who are ready to help. The APR protocol has been prescribed in 99 different countries around the world. The APR process is safe for women and safe for babies, Krista wrote, and thousands of mothers have chosen life for their babies even after taking mifepristone, and they commonly share their words of appreciation with the Abortion Pill Rescue Network. Two pregnancy help centers and a network of affiliated centers can inform women about abortion pill reversal while their lawsuit proceeds after a ruling from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. New York Attorney General Letitia James sued 11 faith-based pregnancy centers in state court in May 2024 to quash their speech about abortion pill reversal. James alleges that the centers are spreading, quote, false and misleading, end quote, information in violation of New York business fraud laws. James' action prompted two centers, Gianna's House and Options Care Center, along with the National Institute of Family and Life Advocates, or NIFLA, to preemptively sue in federal court. A federal district court ruled in their favor, and James then appealed to the Second Circuit. Alliance Defending Freedom is representing NIFLA and the two centers in National Institute of Family and Life Advocates v. James. Alliance Defending Freedom said in a statement on the Second Circuit ruling that, quote, James is trying to censor speech about the life-saving treatment of APR by targeting pregnancy centers on the content and viewpoint of their speech, end quote. Representatives from Heartbeat International, which manages the Abortion Pill Rescue Network, applauded the federal appeals court affirming freedom of speech related to sharing information about APR. Quote, this is a tremendous win for the women and families of New York, Senior Director of Medical Impact for Heartbeat International and Executive Director of the APRN, Krista Brown said. The ruling confirms that the free speech of pregnancy help medical clinics cannot be censored. Heartbeat is currently the subject of two lawsuits brought by state attorneys general concerning sharing information about abortion pill reversal. Women considering abortion should be informed of the possibility that they may experience persistent emotional distress, a pro-life researcher concluded in a new study on emotional distress after abortion. The study, published in the International Journal of Women's Healthcare, found that of those who experienced abortion, 24.1% reported severe abortion distress, a condition which continues or can worsen over 2 decades in nearly 1 in 4 post-abortive women. Nearly half, according to the study, show multiple symptoms of post-traumatic stress. Researchers warned of the prevalence of medication abortion and how the experience of it being at home alone will be a whole different experience of trauma for women, thus setting them up for post-abortion distress again without warning or information about the risks. The nation of Hungary has doubled down on pro-family policy that has boosted its fertility rate. An earlier set of pro-natalist policies bumped its total fertility rate up from 1.4 to almost 1.6 children per woman over their reproductive lifetime. This was a significant increase, but still below the 2.1 children needed to stave off population collapse. Prime Minister Viktor Orban announced in March of this year that Hungary's tax deduction for children will be doubled. In 2026, the exemption from paying income taxes will be extended to mothers under 30 who have only one child. This measure is intended to encourage young couples not to delay having children on the principle that fertility delayed is fertility denied. It should also have the effect of lowering the country's abortion rate. In addition to the tax exemption for young mothers, all other pro-family benefits, including the country's maternity allowance, childcare allowance, and adoption allowance, will also be exempted from taxation. Pro-life analysts and observers call the efforts significant in addressing Hungary's depopulation crisis and a serious attempt to rebuild a pro-family culture. Josh and Erin Hawley's new pro-family nonprofit is touting polling showing the majority of Americans believe society should provide pregnant women with better options than abortion. The polling showed that 84% of Americans agree that, quote, many pregnant mothers face difficult economic circumstances, but as a society, we should focus on providing them with better options than abortion, end quote. Missouri Republican Senator Josh Hawley and his wife Erin, an attorney at Alliance Defending Freedom, are launching a new conservative nonprofit called the Love Life Initiative, which will run pro-family national ad campaigns. The Hawleys conducted polling through On Message Inc., showing strong majorities value pro-life, pro-family policies. Of those surveyed, 77% said they agreed that, quote, as a society, we should be working toward having as few abortions as possible, end quote. Another 80% agreed, with 62% saying they strongly agree that, quote, there needs to be at least some point during pregnancy when we can all agree that a baby cannot be aborted unless the life of the mother is at risk, end quote. Overall, 88% of Americans said that family formation is important to them, with 60% saying that raising a family is essential to a meaningful life. That's the news for this episode of the Pregnancy Help News Brief. All these stories and more are available to you 24/7 at pregnancyhelpnews.com. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Pregnancy Help News Brief on the Pregnancy Help Podcast. I'm Lisa Bourne. Subscribe to receive updates on future episodes.